Next, I got a game with a case. I'm not sure if it was specifically for that console, but like I said, I need cases, so I went ahead and took it, and I paid $1 for it. And that game is Burnout 2 Point of Impact for the Xbox original, or original Xbox. Burnout 2 I remember playing, and I remember having fun with it. I don't remember if this was the edition where you could create your own tracks or stuff like that, but I do remember that the sense of speed was incredible, and the crashes were just as incredible as well. Alright, next I have a game that I had acquired loose, but on this particular weekend I managed to find the manual and the cover art and a pretty decent shape case. I am missing the overworld map though. I'm looking for that, but chances are it's gonna be kind of hard to find. And that is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The only issue right now I have is this is a Black Label case and cover art, but the game that I had loose is the greatest hits. So hopefully in future time I can find the Black Label edition to complete this and the overworld map as well, but if not, you know, I still have the game and I'm happy about that. So for $1, it's not too bad. The game itself I managed to get to get for free from my cousin, of course, that hooked me up with this Game Boy Advance game. Okay, the tastiest part of this weekend was buying a mini lot. I went to a storage unit that I frequent a lot. I don't want to say the location. A couple people on my inside circle already know what I'm talking about in the area and all that. So let's keep it on the low. But I'm always finding something there. I found stuff from Atari, ColecoVision. I found PS2, PS1, and that's another great spot that I have where I've been finding retro action figures as well. He-Man, WWF, Ninja Turtles, Bucky O'Hare. I've been finding those kind of action figures. So I'll go ahead and show you the lot, and at the end I'll tell you what I went ahead and paid for it. One of them is a PS2 game that I didn't have a chance to play when it was out on the market at first, but excuse me, I always felt in the back of my mind that I'd be able to find it eventually. And that game is Mobile Suit Gundam Federation vs. Zeon. Mobile Suit Gundam, from what I understand, is a Japanese manga or anime series that was really prevalent in Japan back in the 80s, early to mid 90s. The game is complete, very minimal scratching, Black Label disc, got the manual, and the screens in the back of the cart, in the back of the case, they look pretty good. It looks like a really polished Virtuon for the Sega Saturn, which was one of my favorites growing up. So I was happy to get that. So I got this game. What else did we get? We have also Black Label NES title, which was part of the Light Gun series, Gumshoe, for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Don't remember playing this, just remember playing Gun Hunt and Hogan's Alley, and that was pretty much the extent of Light Gun games that I played with as a kid. So this one, I will be getting my CRT TV ready to go ahead and play that. Next, this game I had on the Sega Game Gear, and it was alright. I mean, but anybody that's played a Sega Game Gear knows that most of those games were hard to play in the first place because of the resolution on the screen, and it wasn't that good to begin with, which is why it didn't last that long on the market in the first place. That and the limited battery that it had. I remember putting 6 batteries in, and it would only last me about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So the game I'm referring to is George Foreman's KO Boxing. This is before he started selling his grills, of course. I will be playing this, but I don't have high expectations for it. The only boxing game that I remember on the NES that was any good at all was, Punch Out. That's pretty much it. Next, basically I'm picking up whatever I don't have currently in my collection for the NES. I'm picking it up and I'm putting it as part of the collection. I know for a fact I'm never gonna have every single game that they came out for that system, but damn it, I'm gonna try. So with that being said, I have Kings of the Beach Professional Beach Volleyball. Another game I have low expectations for. This was another excuse me, another game in the Ultra Games lineup, which is pretty much Konami, I believe. So I'll be giving this a shot. Hopefully it's good. If not, then it's one of those games I gotta kind of like put in a dark corner of my NES collection there. This game, unfortunately, the label, half of the label is missing. I wasn't happy about that, but this was the third time that I came across it, and I sort of had a soft spot in my heart for it after seeing it in the sun. Every time I was there, I've seen it in the sun, and I'm like, it's not fair to leave that game out the way it is. Let me just take it and hope for the best that eventually I'll find another copy with a better label. And I don't want to butcher the name of the game, but since half of the label's off, I'm not too sure what the name of the game is, but I think it's called Mixed Match Muscle. And I remember this being from Japan, but I don't remember if it was manga or an anime series, but I do remember a cartoon about it over here in North America, maybe in the late 90s. So it looks pretty shitty from what I see on the screen here, but it's another game for the NES, so I'm taking it. This last game here, there aren't too many games that I hate, and then there aren't too many games that I hate with a passion. But this is one of those games that I hate with a passion. And just holding it in my hand right now, there's a part of me that just wants to go ahead to my toolbox, grab a hammer, and beat the living shit out of it. Because it was that infuriating for me to play as a kid. I can't imagine what it's going to be like now. I mean, I know I'm going to have to put on my poker face in front of my kids. But I've had a lot of traumatic experiences with this game. And that game is The Karate Kid. 3 letters equal rage. Those 3 letters are LJN. Every game that they made was absolute garbage. And if it wasn't for my desire to want to have as many NES games as I could get my hands on, I wouldn't even look at it. But I had to have it. So I'll probably be playing this for maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll put it away for another freaking 10 years or something like that. But this little lot here, I managed to pay $2.50 a piece for. So altogether $15. I don't think that was a bad deal, considering. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but to me this really wasn't that good of a weekend. So hopefully the next weekend is gonna be a little bit better. I'm optimistically pessimistic. That's what I call it. But it is what it is. Some days are better than most, and some are just shitty. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, rate, subscribe. Um, I did manage to get a couple responses about the beer, and my producer suggested me toasting you guys with something a little different than that. So I'll probably go ahead and start mixing it up, and this time around it's water. So let's give it a shot. So my gamers, happy hunting on the next one. Have fun, and make sure to come back and check out what else I got going on. Cheers. Note to self, fire producer, get new producer. I don't like this.